Alright, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about the GTX 1180 Ti specs and why everybody should stop making videos and making forum posts about it, because if you Google this, the GTX 1180 has been released or leaked, the benchmarks, whatever, you're going to get a lot of stuff, and a lot of people were quite frankly fooled. So let's read this article, because this is the main article that everybody has been linking, and let me show you why it is a joke. So NVIDIA's highly anticipated GeForce 11 series GPUs based on the computer's brand new Turing graphics architecture are at least a few months away from making it to your local PC hardware retailer. Last we heard, you can expect an announcement from the company by July. However, fear not, you will not have to wait that long to dip your toes in the ever-warming waters of Turing. That's right, benchmarks and specifications for the company's upcoming flagship gaming graphics cards, the GTX 1180 Ti, have been linked, and they are nothing short of unbelievable. All right, so let's get into this. So without any further ado, let's dig right into the feast of figures. So it's supposed to have 2.5 gigahertz boost clock and a ridiculous 32 gigabytes of GDDR6, and 10,752 CUDA cores, which is like 3 times as much as a 1080 Ti, and quite frankly, twice as much or so as a Volta graphics card. So the 1180 Ti is based on the company's all-new GT102 GPU, featuring over 10,000 unified CUDA cores, running at a staggering 2.5 gigahertz boost clock. I'm sure they are. All paired with 32 gigabytes of super fast 16 gigabits per second GDDR6 memory. And look at this tech power-up GPU Z. How this is so realistic. How can you not deny this, right? Obviously, this is real. So the 1180 Ti's are an absolute monster by all accounts, and double the CUDA cores of NVIDIA's mammoth GV100 GPU, and near 70% the boost clock speed you're looking for at the performance that would resurrect the dead. Of course it would. With 10,752 CUDA cores on tap, we're talking about a GPU that would even trounce 2 GTX Titan V cards in SLI. Forget about 120 Hz 4K gaming. We're in 8K gaming territory now. Of course we are. Of course we are. So first up, we have Bethesda's futuristic extraterrestrial RPG Starfield. This is the latest creation of award-winning game director Todd Howard, who's known for games like Skyrim and Fallout. Thanks to AMD's partnership with Bethesda, we know that this game favors the red team, but that did not hold the 1180 Ti back in any way, managing to make a fool out of its predecessors, the 1080 Ti. So these are just benchmarks. Continuing on, so we got Half-Life 3, Metro Exodus, and Cyberpunk 2077. So this is where it starts to get pretty funny. So NVIDIA is introducing a brand new service called Elite GeForce Experience, which allows users to download game-ready drivers a week in advance of game releases. All right. Share and download overclocking profiles, as well as enjoy NVIDIA partner titles for free. The service costs $69 a month, and users are required to sign up for a year before they can purchase an 1180 Ti. To activate your subscription, you're required to attend a 2-week hardware re-education course at NVIDIA's headquarters in Santa Clara, California, as well as take a full biometric scan and provide a DNA sample. So as soon as your subscription expires, your GTX 1180 Ti will be deactivated, and you will need to renew your subscription and ship another DNA sample to NVIDIA to have your subscription re-verified. Okay, so that's where the whole article goes from like being relatively serious and believable to absolutely outrageous. And let me guess, April Fools, guys. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's why I'm making this video, is because everywhere you look, if you just Google this, you'll find all kinds of forums and videos of schmuck YouTubers and stuff that are like, oh wow, this new card is coming out, and they're telling you the specs. However, they typically don't read all the way to the end. So it's amazing how people don't do their own research to even the slightest degree, right? All they see is the title, and then they see some fake stuff here. Look, it's all believable, and then you don't read the entire article. Who didn't read the entire article, especially on April Fool's Day? If you don't read an entire article on whatever you are researching on April Fool's Day, then you are the April Fools. So I actually watched a YouTuber. I think he only had like 100 views or something like that on his video, and he was so pumped about the 1180 Ti and reading all the specs. And even as he was reading, this section right here was visible on his computer, on his screen. And I'm like, you know, this is fake, right? Because there's a DNA sample to NVIDIA. Like, that doesn't give it away or anything. It's all over forums, and then most people know it's fake, so they'll post it on a forum thinking it is real, and then everybody else is just like, you know, this is fake, right? It's April Fool's. So, no, the 1180 Ti is not real. Come on, guys. The Turing and the Ampere, depending on what they decide on in the future, it's not really certain if Ampere is going to be a thing or not just yet, but no, NVIDIA has not announced anything just yet. So don't believe what you read all the time. So into a little bit of news here, the Bitcoin shakes off the death cross signal to trade slightly higher. So we're not really trading too high yet, but as you can see, it did shake off to some degree the 50-day moving average. If it crosses the 200-day moving average, it's considering a death cross in the stock world and the market world. So however, the price of Bitcoin plus whole 0.292% has risen sharply since forming the so-called death cross, suggesting the anticipation of the cross may have caused a bear trap, with those betting for further declines caught off guard as the asset pitched higher. Furthermore, Bitcoin is at its most oversold level on a relative strength index basis, or RSI, since trading below 6,000. So a bear trap is basically like when people get tricked into selling too early, and then it just moves from there. So don't fall for bear traps. Don't just sell too early. Bear trap means that they want you to sell off your coin at a nice low price so that everybody else can get it at a nice, much more higher, nice lower price, so that smart people can pick up your coin at a lower price. Anyway, I know I rambled on that one, but that's okay. So Google bans crypto mining browser extensions from Chrome. So it seems like every time I start a video, my nose just starts itching real bad. Of course, right? Like, that's just the way life goes. So Google has banned cryptocurrency mining browser extensions from the Chrome store. So I was actually, like 2 videos back or so, I made a video on how ridiculous the Get Crypto tab extension for Chrome was, and what a gigantic, ridiculous Ponzi scheme it was. I mean, it looked the most ridiculous Ponzi scheme I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know, like the final one is you're supposed to invite 11.1 billion people total into your network. There aren't even 11 billion people on the planet, so that's insane. So the U.S. tech giant announced its decision on Monday and said that in July it will start removing existing browser extensions that facilitate mining. Other blockchain-related extensions are still allowed. So Google previously permitted Chrome mining extensions as long as they were solely dedicated to mining and explicitly informed users of their purpose. But that policy wasn't enough to deter or keep out non-compliant add-ons. So that's basically it for this article. I'm really glad, because that's, like, again, it was the most ridiculous pyramid Ponzi scheme I've ever seen. Yeah, just mine for all these people for no reason. That's fine. That's great. Go ahead. South Korea's capital is planning to launch its own cryptocurrency, so the South Korean city of Seoul is developing its own cryptocurrency called the S-Coin to be used in city-funded social benefits programs, says its mayor. I'm not even going to read the rest of the article. I don't agree with government cryptocurrencies, because with a government cryptocurrency, that could be that would be like the great evil, because with a government cryptocurrency, they could see everything that you are doing, everything that you have, everything that you've ever spent or received. Pretty terrible. Here's a kind of funny one. So crypto millionaires and non-millionaires measure their wealth in future Lamborghinis. CoinMarketCap's April Fool's yesterday is of adding a Lambo currency reference to its listed assets. One Lambo equivalent to $200,000 is just another one in a line of inside jokes of the crypto community about goal of turning crypto into a Lambo. I'm not really particularly concerned about a Lambo, but I don't know. I guess I would take one. The website, although the insurance on a Lamborghini would absolutely kill you, and the gas mileage on a Lamborghini is quite bad. So if you didn't have the money to pay for the insurance, full coverage insurance on a Lamborghini, and the gas mileage, don't get a Lamborghini. The website When Lambo, a phrase described on the site, is probably the most used phrase in the crypto universe, right next to When Moon. shows crypto investors a fictional date that they'll be able to purchase a 200,000 Lamborghini Aventador, I don't know, Italian, whatever. Visiting the site when you enter any amount of your choice of 50 cryptocurrencies and then press When Lambo to see, you'll be able to afford the car. The website works by using a special formula based on the average price of your chosen cryptocurrency over the past week. Newly made crypto millionaire Peter Saddington brought the idea of owning a Lambo earned with cryptocurrency into the mainstream last fall when he reportedly became the first person ever to buy a Lamborghini Huracan with Bitcoin, according to his YouTube video describing the purchase. So Vitalik, all crypto communities, Ethereum included, should heed these words of warning, need to differentiate between hundreds of billions of dollars of digital paper while sloshing around and actually achieving something meaningful for society. So if all that we accomplish is Lambo memes and immature puns about sharding, then I will leave, though I still have a lot of hope that the community can steer in the right direction. And so then we got Vitalik, you know, with a Lamborghini. That's such a nice picture. But I just wanted to make this a real quick video, and I just wanted to throw a few news articles out there for you guys. And at the same time, don't believe everything you read. Just because the 1180 specs were released on April Fool's Day does not mean it's real. Stop sharing that. Stop making videos about that, or at least fake videos about it anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.